We're into day 3 of the World Cup. Jonathan David hasn't scored for Canada yet, so that pre-tournament angle isn't looking quite as tasty. My name's Tom Brownlee from bookiebashing.net. In these videos, we do deep dives into the edges and angles of profitable betting. So looking at our World Cup simulator, it's now in play. A little bit of difficulty getting it in play. Today's Saturday. Yesterday, Friday was kind of like day 1, meant to be day 1 of it going in play. Somebody didn't want us online, and we had a lot of difficulty with a malicious attempt to take us offline at keeping everything secure. No data was lost, but our IT team's blood pressure went through the roof, and a few years might have been taken off their lives. They did an amazing job, and it started like 2:30 a.m. By 8 p.m. we had sorted it. So apologies if you tried to either access the site or join the site yesterday. For most of the day, you couldn't. But we're through that now. We've got some things in place to prevent that from happening again. And now on Saturday, this morning at 8 a.m., we've updated our simulator with Inplay goals, goal scorers, and assists, so that we know it was USA 4, Paraguay 1 last night in the simulator. We know that Folarin Balogun got 2 goals. At least we should have between 8 and 11 this morning. We'd rolled back a lot of our software. The simulator was a pre-tournament version, and so for a couple of hours, just the wrong numbers. But we fixed that. It's all sorted as of 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. It's now all live and working. As you can see in front of me, I've got these BB baseline and market calibrated prices. So BB baseline, we did come up with our own XG for every game ourselves before the markets had anything, went live at all. Now the markets are liquid. If you prefer to use market prices for XG for the teams, you can click that, and the simulator will run with that. And with the player odds simulator, I'm just going to run this. To get anything out of top team goal scorer, I need to run it at least 1,000 times. Here we go, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and now I've got some top team goal scorer. Looking at Jonathan David, he's out to 244 for Golden Boot, 230 for top goal scorer. Folarin Balogun, though, 1.2 for USA top team goal scorer, and 3-1 was a big value bet for us at a lot of bookmakers. That one's good to see. He's into 22.5 Golden Boot. The exchanges went down to 17. I'm not so surprised to see a market overreaction the morning after the night before. That tends to happen. Kang In Lee, we highlighted as the player who is the biggest value for most assists in the World Cup at 250-1. He got one, and his fair odds for tournament top most assists is now 46.4. So anyone on there has got a really good bet. USA to win the whole tournament came into 55 in the exchange. That's an overreaction. 79.1 would be our fair odds. The Czechs to finish last is now 26.8%, and Bosnia and Herzegovina to qualify 69%. Now I want to have a look at top team goal scorer. So let's filter by Qatar. And I see here the Akram Afif at 11-2 at Quimber. It's still a good bet tonight. Qatar, one of those interesting teams. They're expected to get so few goals that no goal scorers, which is slightly different to Qatar 0 goals, just remember that, is 11-2 fair odds. 9-2 top price in the market is not a bet, but there's plenty of these bets out there still that we can get as we go through round 1 of the group stages. Asa Lay at Unibet is also a big bet at 80-1. If I flick over to Switzerland, the opposition tonight, we've got a couple of bets. I mean, the second one's very thin, but Mbolo 15-8 at Boyle Sports is a big 120% EV bet. There are 227 plus EV bets currently on the top team goal scorer tracker. A couple of people said it's too many. Look, you're not meant to bet on them all. You can if you want, and you'll probably make money if you do. But a little bit like horses on a busy day, try and be selective. If you don't want to bet over 66-1, 50-1, you can reduce your variance depending on your risk profile. Maybe you want to sort of have minimum amounts of EV. So here we have Ruben Vargas at 10-1, fair odds 10.95. That's only 100.5% EV. I'd maybe suggest that's a bit thin. You know, we've got a boundary of uncertainty here that could be positive EV or negative EV, but as long as you're betting high enough EV, then you know it's going to be a profitable bet. One of the reasons we're seeing so many good bets here is there's not really an exchange market, or if there is, it's very illiquid for the vast majority of these teams, and the bookmakers, only one or two compilers have gone ahead and tried to model this themselves because it's not easy to do. So we get a lot of benefit from attempting to do it in-house at Bookie Bashing. We're one of a very, very small number of people that are doing this formally and making it available to people. It is available on the World Cup tier, which is our cheapest tier, £29 per week, so you don't even have to sign up for a full month. If you don't want to, you can access that at Bookie Bashing. We've had to put the whole simulator now behind a paywall simply because there is a cost of keeping it live, but also there is a significant amount of value. Not just top team goal scorer, although if you've got access to high street bookmakers or online bookmakers, there is so much value in this market, but also outright to reach the final, to qualify, however many points a team is going to get in a group, their group finishing position. There's most assists as well. There is loads of value still out there to be had as we move in play with the World Cup simulator. We ran it free right up to the start of the World Cup, and now it's behind a paywall, and as I say, the results get updated for match result, goal scorer and assists at about 8:05, 8:10 a.m. every morning. We send out a notification whenever it's done, and then the model is in play, throwing up loads of value. If you like these videos, feel free to like and subscribe. 4 games tonight. Come on, Scotland, against the mighty Haiti.